I would like to start with the words of Winston Churchill, who said, "Give us the tools and we will finish the job." We are still alive, we are still fighting, and this is 11th days of our fight for our independence and for our freedom. So, as you might know, the plan of Putin was to have Ukraine in his pocket in 3 days, and that never happened. But unfortunately, we are still under attack of Putin's regime, and our army is fighting in a very successful, I would say, way, protecting Ukrainians from the enemy. But Russians are trying to surround Kyiv. So this is their main plan, and they concentrated a significant number of forces on the northern part of Kyiv, and trying to enter into our capital. So today and yesterday there were fights around Mykolaiv. This is southern part of Ukraine. So Russians want to make new Sarajevo from Kyiv. If you remember, during the Balkans Wars, the Sarajevo was surrounded by Serbs, and they were shooting on Muslims in that city. So it was a terrible massacre. So, and I think that the plan of Russians is very similar. So, President of Ukraine, Zelensky, will remain staying in Kyiv. There are no plans to take him away and the government from our capital. And I think that our society is so united and supporting each other. So it's impossible for Putin to get a victory in this bloody war. So the main battles are taking place around Kyiv, as I mentioned, Kharkiv, Mykolaiv, and for instance, Mykolaiv was fired by the systems Tornado, and there were a lot of victims. And the recent developments and the new information for you that 14 civilians died in a rocket attack on a bakery in the city of Makariv near Kyiv. It was really something. 14 people in one attack lost their lives. Russians already lost 11,000 lives of their soldiers in this attack on Ukraine. So our army is quite successful in defending Ukraine and the Ukrainian citizens. And I will remind you that this is the 8th year of the war. So we have a lot of people with the experience, a lot of soldiers who passed the war already. So, and they are well trained, they are well equipped. So the Ukrainian army today is different from Ukrainian army in 2014, for instance. So that's why, and motivation of people and motivation of Ukrainians are very high, because we are not attacking, we are defending ourselves. We don't want, we don't know. So we are a peaceful nation. We don't want to fight, but we will defend our motherland. This is absolutely clear for everybody. So I would like to start with the words of Winston Churchill, who said, "Give us the tools and we will finish the job." So this is my main message. If you cannot close the air, close Ukrainian air, please give us the weapons, give us the aircrafts and the system to protect ourselves from Russian aircrafts and rockets. So that will be enough. So, and this is now the main thing we are trying to make a deal with our partners around the world. And so the main idea, and we're still fighting for that. We are still trying to convince other partners to close the air, to close the sky upon the Ukraine. So this is very important for us in terms to protect other people, because we are very strong on the ground, but we cannot fight against Russians in the air. So in case you cannot provide us with the close the air, please provide us with the weapons. And now we are negotiating with our partners in the United States, in the European Union, and I believe that in coming days we will get more weapons. And today it was also announced by the Minister of Defense of Ukraine, Mr. Reznikov, who said that Russians will be surprised. I'm absolutely sure that Saudi Arabia can bring stability to the energy markets by pumping more oil. If you remember the situation with the former Soviet Union, and Soviet Union went down because of that. I think that such steps could be very useful to stop the war and to bring the peace to Ukraine. Again, one more thing which I wanted to mention, that we should be very concerned with a potential Iran nuclear deal. And Russia is a major beneficiary, and this will bring instability to the Gulf and to the Middle East. So we should be very careful with that. And I'm really very grateful, and I want, on behalf of our ministry and of my country, of my people, to express gratitude to everybody, and to representatives of your country, to everybody who is supporting Ukraine in this very hard times, with a word, with a weapon, with a just conversation. It's very important for us. Our army is very successful in protecting Kyiv, and and if you look on that, soldiers who are calling their mothers, calling their sisters and their relatives, and they are asking to bring them back to Russia. They were not confident where they are going. So this is also the tragedy, not only the tragedy of my country and my people. This is also the tragedy of that young guys who came to Ukraine to die. We are very grateful to everybody of our partners who provide us with the support. But at the same time, I have to say that unfortunately these efforts were too late. In case we got sanctions against Russia and weapons to support Ukraine 2 weeks earlier, we might fight more efficiently, and I think that we could, in that case, protect the lives of our soldiers and other people. So unfortunately, the information, the data we got from United States intelligence was absolutely right, and that Russia will attack Ukraine. Some of our people and people, I mean civilians, they did not believe that something like that can happen. But again, unfortunately, we were late. But now I have to say again and to stress again, we need, don't afraid. There is no, you should be very brave, and our partners should be very brave, like Ukrainians. If you will leave us, Putin will come to your homes. It's absolutely clear to me. We still believe that negotiations will bring peace to Ukraine. I think this is the best way to make a deal and to find the way out from this bloody war. We are ready for negotiations. We are not creating any barriers for humanitarian corridors. Again, if Russians are saying that we are not letting people get out from the fire, this is not truth. We are trying to do everything to protect our people, our Ukrainians. So that's why we are ready for any kind of negotiations in a different formulas. So for your information, in the coming days, our Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Kuleba, is going to meet Lavrov with attendance of a Turkish Foreign Minister in Antalya. So we are ready to find a way how to stop the war. And the main thing we are asking, and this is our main request, to stop fire. Ceasefire is the task number one for everybody. I think that this issue is too far. First, we need to stop fighting. We need to stop the fire, and then we need to sit and to negotiate.